Are we all farmers? Let's look at it as we recap yesterday's sermon and bring some application for your everyday life. Well, in 2 Timothy 2, Paul talks about three identities. We've talked about how he says we should be like a soldier. No soldier gets entangled in civilian pursuits because he wants to please the one who enlisted him. The focus of a soldier, being mission-minded. Number two, we're called to be athletes, like disciplined, right? Fighting according to the rules, going ahead, running our course. And thirdly, well, let's be like patient farmers who expect to reap a harvest and will have the share of the first fruits. Well, if it's about sowing and reaping, we know a deal of that, right? In James, it says that those who sow peace will reap a harvest of righteousness. There's a transformational, multiplicational part about what you invest, what you sow, that is what you will reap. But there's a deeper layer to the way we work as Christians, which is from the first pages of the Bible, God talks about farming and links it to work. He makes the human, he makes him as the crown of creation and puts him into a garden and says, now work it and keep it in Genesis 2, verse 15. And he says, work and keep. And those two verbs have tremendous meaning. Work, first of all, has three meanings. It means till, like, work the ground. But secondly, also serve. So it not only has to be beneficial for you, it also has to be beneficial for the thing you touch. And thirdly, worship. The main goal of work is not for you only. It's for the things you touch, and it is to serve God. Paul puts it on later this way. He says, work unto the Lord, not for man. Do it for, if you serve your master, serve God through your master. You're not hired to be in that, you're hired there, but you're actually, in the end, you're doing it for God. And that is how you change many dynamics at work. Secondly, the term keep means protect and watch over and restore or refresh in that sense. God has placed you somewhere and he has given you talents. And so God is restoring something and he's using you to be worshipped through your work, through your everyday job. Obviously now we're no longer in the garden. In Genesis 3, the garden now is closed, but God still tells Adam to work hard, even in the sweat of his face. Even though the ground is cursed, even though there's thorns and thistles, he says still work. Why? Not just to feed yourself, but because God continues his work through humans in this world. And the great news is that at the day of resurrection, Jesus shows up as a gardener. The first time somebody sees the resurrected Jesus, which is Mary, she sees a gardener. The way to the garden is back open again. That's deeply and profoundly a picture of what God is doing for our work. It's no longer futile. It's no longer work that has no meaning. It's now again a place of worship unto the Lord. Well, that was the whole preaching, but the application is actually very simple. Think about the things you have done today as work. Dedicate them to the Lord, even though they might not have any relationship to like singing or praying or anything like that. But put them before God, and then see how your attitude to work changes, how your heart shifts and you get less stressed about work and more empowered to do it at the same time. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful week.